Hello everyone, it's Pam from Glam Junk Journals. I hope you guys are all doing well today. I am excited to be here with you today to start another From Inspiration to Junk Journal series. And believe it or not, this is series number 7. And as you guys know, with this series, I take an inspirational item and use it to build my junk journal. So let me show you what that item is this gorgeous fabric. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I'm absolutely loving this fabric. I just love the details. I love the coloring, and it's just gorgeous. And I got that at a thrift store. And so from there, I wanted to build all of my supplies, based on this color scheme. And I got this gorgeous tapestry from a friend of mine in some Happy Mail. It's just beautiful. Thank you so much. And so I wanted to play up the sage green, so I've got some more green fabric, and then a whole bunch of Sari silk. I've got a lace handkerchief, some appliques, lace, Sari silk ribbon, this gorgeous piece right there. It's just going to be wonderful. I'm so excited to begin. And this is going to be a custom order, and the lady loves sage green, creams, blues, pinks, golds, and silvers, and lots of bling. So I'm all about that. And I've also gathered some postcards. You guys know how I love postcards. And the digital kit that I'm going to be using is from Everlasting Journals. I am one of her design team members, and I absolutely love this kit. This is kit number 29, and I'll put a link to Christy's Etsy shop in the description box. It just goes so well with everything that I got going on here. And of course, I had to add some wallpaper. As you guys know, I love wallpaper. So what I wanted to focus on is using fabric. And I think a lot of this particular series is going to be using fabric in different ways throughout your junk journal. Not to say that I may not throw something else in there, but that's what I want to focus on, because I really love fabric, and I love laces and trims, and I just think it really brings a lot to a junk journal. And starting out, I did not have any of this. I love to shop at thrift stores, and probably about 80% of these fabrics and trims I've procured at thrift stores. Now granted, I've got this gorgeous piece of Sari silk boho trim, and that's from Amore Fabriques. I'll put a link to Selena's Etsy shop there also. She's got gorgeous trims, and she's my go-to shop, so I'll put a link to her Etsy shop in the description box. Okay, so let's get going. Let me show you what I created earlier today, and I'm calling this my paper fabric journal page. And let me move this over a little bit so that I have some room here. Hold on just a second. I'm going to show you this. And this is a collaged page here with fabric and paper. I absolutely love how this turned out. And I created, a little tuck behind there to put some ephemera. And these are really fun and quick and easy to come together. So I'm going to show you how to create one of these today. So I started out with some dictionary pages, and I glued 3 together, because dictionary pages for the most part are pretty thin and flimsy. So I wanted to give some stability to the page. But you could also use book pages, you could use music sheets, you could use regular scrapbook paper, just so long as it's thick enough so that you can add your fabric paper over the top. And that's the only thing I would suggest is just to make sure it's not just one piece of scrapbook paper or one piece of copy paper. And what I did is I tore it down a little bit so that it is 6 by 9, and that's going to be the size of the journal that I'm working on. And so from there, what I did is I chose for the bottom layer a piece of this sage green fabric. And for the one that we're going to create right now, I am going to use a piece of muslin. Now this has been tea stained and it's got the distressed edges here, and you can make this any size. This one I made a little larger, and this one I want to create one that's a little bit smaller just to give it a little bit different effect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to further distress the edge here with my walnut stain, my distress ink. And easy enough, you just crunch up your muslin or your fabric and just kind of go around the edges, and you kind of, you know, get that extra distressing, which I love. I love it, love it. And just be random. I know, sometimes it's hard to be random. It really is. Believe me, I get that. Okay, so there it is. Doesn't that look good? That even looks good like that, right? I've got my little fan going here because it's hot, so that's why things are kind of blowing around. And from there, I took a piece of my paper here, and this, let me get that back out here. I decided for this particular piece that we're going to be making today, this gorgeous digital. Oh, I love this. It's just so beautiful. So what I did is I tore a piece out that's a little bit smaller than my piece of muslin, and tore around the edge and did the distressing. Now, you don't have to tear. That's just kind of the aesthetic I like. It can be straight, you know, clean lines too. That looks fabulous. And then from there, I want to use some of my lace. So I was thinking what would look good is this. Now this was like, I don't know what it was. It was like a vest or some sort of shirt, and I got this at a thrift store. Oh, I just love shopping at thrift stores for lace. It's just so fun. And this whole thing, look at that. And I've already used half of it. It was probably, I don't know, $3 or $4. So highly encourage you guys to, you know, shop your thrift stores for lace. All right, now what I wanted to do is do something similar to this. So what I did was I put this down on top of my muslin, and then I put my lace over this. So I want to do the same thing today. So I'm going to cut this little tag thing off. But I still want to be able to see this pattern underneath. So I am going to make it a little bit smaller than my image here on my paper. Cut this down and see how I do. I'm just eyeballing here. So you never know when you eyeball, right? I'm gonna move this out of the way so that I can focus better. Now I still want to be able to see this underneath, so I'm going to cut a little bit more off here, right across the top, like that. And as you can tell, you can see the top and the bottom. Love that. And then from there, I wanted a focal point, just like I did on this particular one. And I thought, rather than doing a really pretty vintage lady this time, we could just use some more of these digitals. And so I thought this would be really pretty. And I don't know if I want to get some of the, you know, the image of the people. I don't know. Or this person on the swing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Or these two, this beautiful couple here. Let's try that. I know, and it's like, oh, do I want to tear up this paper? And I already printed something on the other side too, but you know what? I'll save this. It's not a problem, and I can always print more, and that's always what I tell myself, because I used to be, oh, you know, you can't tear anything up, you have to, you know, use it all, and no. I've learned that over years of creating that you don't have to stick to the way it was originally printed. Okay, so I think that looks really good, right? Okay, so I'm going to distress this just right around the edges with my go-to Distress ink, walnut stain. And I think the reason I like walnut stain is it gives a contrast. It's more of a darker color than the tea dye. And I'm going to stick that down right like that. And you know what, you guys? I even want this a little bit smaller. So I'm going to cut a little bit more off so that you can see. I want some of the vibrancy to come through. Like that, I think. I don't know, do I? No, maybe not. I don't know, you guys. I think I made it too small. Rats. I'm gonna have to cut another piece. Oh, well, geez. Thank goodness I have such a big piece, right? All right, so let's see, let's position that. Okay. I think I like that. Can you guys see that? Right along there. I think that that looks really pretty, because what I will do is I'll add some additional embellishment on the side here. So let me show you how you put this together. Let me get out my little mat here. And I put this together with, let me move this out of the way, with Mod Podge. And I really, really like Mod Podge. You could use any other PVA glue. You could probably use matte medium gel, something like that. So we're just going to layer this together. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Mod Podge and go across my muslin here, just to get a little bit of stickum down here. Get some on there, but that's okay. And put that over that. And then we're going to take a layer of Mod Podge and go over the top. And it's okay if you go over the muslin also, because you do want a little bit of see, my fan's on it. It's blowing things around here. You want it to adhere. So let's add the lace over the top. How did I have that? Let's see. I don't know how I had that. Okay, I kind of like it off to the side like that. So we're going to add some more Mod Podge, just to get all stuck down there. And I'm not going all the way to the edge, because I kind of like the edges to, you know, stick up a little bit. It kind of gives dimension to the page. Alright, and I'm going to put some more Mod Podge for this to adhere to. And then some over the whole thing. This is cool. This is so cool, you guys. Get some underneath there so that sticks. All right, so there is the beginning of our paper fabric collage, like that. Now I am going to let this dry. Now what you can do, after it's about 2/3 of the way dry, if you would like, you can put a piece of wax paper over this and take your little brayer or your wallpaper spreader. I don't know where mine is right now, but you can put the wax paper over that and kind of press it out so that it stays flat. So what I'm going to do is dry this real quick. I'm going to put it next to my fan and I'll be right back. So hold on. All right. This is all dry. Check it out. I did sew around the edge of this image with a decorative stitch in with some silver thread. But isn't that just the cutest? But are we done? No. Let's add something to the side here, just like I did on this page right here. Okay, so look at this. I got this scarf and it was in a big bundle of other scarves and handkerchiefs. It had a big rip. I'm like, oh, bummer. But here's the thing. That's not a bummer, because another thing that I've learned, like I was just saying, is it's okay if things are ripped, and don't overlook those things. Don't put them back, because we're just going to cut this baby down, and I love the ripped look anyways. So there you have it. That is cool. So let's use that. You know, and there's so many scarves and things like that at Goodwill that are, or thrift stores that are discarded because of, you know, rips or tears. But it's so funny because in the junk journal world, we're all about the rips and the tears, right? So I am just gonna rip this baby up some more. All right, we're gonna use that. Oh, and I love, 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 love the colors in this. It's just so pretty. So I thought I could do something like that right along the side, like that. Something along those lines. Doesn't that look good? Oh, might have to cut it down, but let's just see how it goes together. And I'm going to be doing my scrunch technique. So I'm going to dab some Fabri-Tac down here along the side and just smush it down. Now this is silk, so I've got to be careful not to get you know, big blobs of glue, because that will definitely show through. Another thing, yeah, let me get that out, is art glitter glue. I did not have that out, so that is always a good option because it doesn't come out as thick as the Fabri-Tac does. So let me see, I'm going to put a little bit of that underneath right there. And it dries clear. And less of, you know, less of potential glue globs. Oh, and then look at this, you guys. This was fun. While I was waiting for this one to dry, right, I did another one. Ho, ho, ho. Now this one is the same piece of muslin. It's just a longer strip, and I thought this would be adorable as a belly band. Sorry about the sun. It's getting to be late in the day and it's coming in from the side. Hold on a second. Let me put my shades down here. Hold on. Woo, there. Oh, how's that? That's better. Phew. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, and this one I did a little bit different. I took the muslin, then I took some lace, and then I added 2 pieces of the scrapbook paper there. Oh, just gorgeous. So look at how pretty that would be with just a little embellishment on there. And then I thought maybe some of this applique along the side here. So let me, and there again, I didn't want to cut this up. I think I got this at, I'm not sure, I think it was either Hobby Lobby or Joann's. I think Hobby Lobby. And when they have their ribbon on sale, it's 40% off. So, you know, it's not that expensive. So, and this was in the wedding trim area. So I thought that would look wonderful like that. Now, do I like that sticking out like that? Let me see. I think so. So I'm going to tack that down. And sometimes you can hit Hobby Lobby when they're discontinuing some of their fabrics and trims. And I have got some screaming deals on discontinued trim. But, you know, that's few and far between, I do have to say on that. So I always make a point to look at those. All right, so I have not sewn around this one yet, and I don't know if I'm going to. But other things that you could do, just add some cute little buttons. Or I was thinking on this one, I can kind of, you know, make it into a side, I don't know, a dangle or a belly band. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one, but you guys get the idea. Or how about some ribbon? Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, hold on. Where's my scissors? Oh, Penny's getting hungry. She is standing near the door going, hey, it's dinner time, right, Penny? Oh, they're so funny. Maybe some ribbon around the edge of that. I don't know. Sky's the limit. It's just so much fun. So much fun. And I don't know if this is even going to look good. I'm just playing around here. Have to mess with that ribbon a little bit. But there you have it. Aren't these fabulous? Oh yeah, and one other thing I wanted to go over with you guys before I let you go is, well, how do you attach this to your journal page? Well, you could glue it, right? You could clip it at the top or glue it along this side, you know, tack it down. And what I did on this particular one is I sewed along the side there, and if you think about it, well, what about the other side? And I just added another piece of this this gorgeous pattern, and this time I did print it on the heavier cardstock, the 48-pound paper, so that it creates a sturdy tuck spot. So I've got that on the other side. So really, these are just so much fun. And look at this guy. Look how cute that is. On the top, on the side, as a belly band. I don't know how I'm going to use this, but I am going to use this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this today and have some fun with some fabric and scraps and paper. I can't get enough of this. It's so much fun. And I'll show you in an upcoming video. I'm not sure how I'm going to add this into my journal, but I'll show you that in the next video. So there you have it, you guys. Our paper fabric journal pages. Yay! So I hope you guys love this. I love doing this with you guys. So have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.